Okay, here's the side angle side. And you can pause it if you need to copy all this down. I strongly recommend it. Side angle side, which again, just so that we don't have to write side angle side, they use SAS, which is this kind of little abbreviation there, SAS. We're gonna just have to verify a side, an angle, and a side for two triangles. And if that's true, if that holds true, we can claim that those triangles are congruent. And that's what I'm gonna pretty much just read this here for you and have you understand this. Remember, this is in your book. It's in chapter from your book. I didn't get the page, but I know it's chapter 5.3. Okay? All right. Now, this is going to be tricky because it can't be any two, right? Side angle side means two sides and one angle, right? But it has to be in this order. It can't be two different sides. So let me explain that to you. If two sides and two sides, right? Two. If two sides, and here's the important part. This part where it says, and the included angle. What does that mean? I'll tell you what this part that says the included angle. If two sides and the included angle of one triangle, if two sides, the included angle would have to be the angle in between. It can't be this side, and an angle over here, right? If we're talking about this side, right, it has one mark right here, and it has this side over here with the double mark. It has to be this angle here, right? The included angle, this one here, angle A. You can't have this side, and this angle over here. See, this angle doesn't, these two sides make this angle. So it's kind of in order, side, then the angle, then the side. This one would be side, and see, it's not using, it could not be any of these two angles. So the included angle is kind of saying the angle in between, the angle that is connecting those two sides. That is the included angle, okay? If the two sides and the included angle of one triangle, right, in this case triangle ABC, if they are congruent to the same two corresponding sides, right, and also the included angle of a second triangle, right, here's my second triangle. Remember, they're not going to have these facing the same way, but I do have this side matching this side. I do have this double mark matching this side, right? I don't know what these measures are. We don't need to know the numbers. Whatever this is, if this is 5, this is 5. If this is like 7, this one's 7. And the included angle, is it the included angle? Well, let's see. This side, I think it'll help if you guys kind of highlight it or color it. If I highlight these two sides, which angle is the one that's in question here? This one. So if these two sides are congruent to these two sides, and you have the angle in between, right? The angle that's making those two sides, this would be side S, side angle side, or side angle side, right? It's in order. You couldn't have this side, and this angle. Okay, so if it's true that I got side angle side in one triangle congruent to side angle side of a second triangle, then we're able to claim that what? Then we're able to claim that this triangle in all the parts is congruent to what? This triangle and all the parts. Okay, but it has to be true that AB, the one with the one hash mark, would have to be congruent to what? DE, the one with the one hash mark. Obviously, angle A is congruent to angle D. And then the other side, right? AC, this side AC is congruent to DF. It has to be side angle side. Okay, that's how side angle side works. So what if these triangles was, what if this triangle was like this? I'm going to draw it almost similar, right? I'll draw it like this. You guys can copy it down in your notes, right? B, C, A. What if I told you that it was this side and this side, right? They're two different measures. That's why we use two different markings. But if these were the two sides in question, which one would have to be the angle so that it's side angle side? Well, like I said, if you guys kind of highlight it or color it, you'll see which one it is. If it's this side with this side, which has to be the angle? Is it angle A, is it angle C, or is it angle B? Well, if you look at the two sides, which is the angle that which angle makes those two sides? This one. See, this is the angle that's connecting those two sides. So this would be the included angle. This is side, and then this is A for the angle. Side, angle, side. See, side, angle, side. Side, angle, side. You can read it this way or you can read it this way. Right? And that would have to be congruent to, right, another triangle that is doing the same thing, right? It has to be, and I'll just use, D, E, F, whatever, okay? And it would have to be true that I would have to have the same corresponding side, this one to this one to this one, and the same corresponding angle so that it's side angle side. If this is true, if you can prove that this, and you can verify that these side angle sides are exactly congruent to these three side angle side parts, then we're able to claim what? Then we're able to claim that this triangle, which is triangle ABC, is congruent, right? To what? I went from here to the angle to the out, so ABC, so it'll be to be DEF. Now this ABC triangle is not the same as this. Maybe I should have used different letters. Here I'm having them face the same way. Let me show you what is not two sides and an angle. Just because you have two sides and an angle is not side angle side. Okay. Let's say this is the angle here, right? 90 degrees is understood to be 90 degrees, right? Here's my two triangles. This is side. Is this side angle side? Well, let's see. If these are the two sides in question, is it supposed to be the 90-degree angle? No. So let me forget about the 90. Let's say I put a 30 here, and let's say I put a 30 here. See, this one is side angle side, right? This one is saying side. And then you see, if you highlight them, this is the angle, side angle side. But this one is not saying side angle side. The 30 degrees is not here. The 30 degrees would have to be here. Again, let me highlight them. If these are the two sides, then this should have been the 30 degrees here, and it's not. It's over here. So I know they look like they are, but you have to read the symbols. You have to read the markings, right? The side markings and the this one's good, side angle side, but this one is not. This one is side, I don't know, but it's not this angle. This one should have been the 30 here, right? That's the angle that should have been, and it's not. I know it looks like it is, but it's not. Okay. And they'll ask you questions like this. So they'll have, remember, they're gonna turn all these triangles or draw them a different way. Let's say you have one like this, and then you'll have one like this, right? And let's go with P, Q, R. And let's go with S, T, U. Okay. This one's congruent with this one. This one's congruent with this one. And then the question's going to be like, okay, which has to be the angle? Which has to be the angles? Which is the remaining piece that has to be congruent so that it's side angle side? What is the angles that have to be congruent so that this works for side angle side? And what I said is what? Highlight them, right? Highlight them like this. Maybe with your pencil, make them darker. I got the two sides, so the question is, which is the angle that's necessary? Well, if I highlight these two, which is the angle that's being formed? Which is the angle that connects those two sides? It would have to be this one, right? It would have to be angle what? R. And if I look over here and I highlight these, I highlight the sides of the 1 hash mark here and the 1 hash mark here. Which one is the angle? Remember, these have been like rotated and flipped over, so I know they're not facing the same way. Don't let that throw you off. I know you think it would have been this one over here, but it's not. See, if I get this side, it has to be the included angle for these. So if I connect this side with this side, this is the included angle right here, which is the same thing I did here. I connected this line with this line. This is the included angle. So to answer this question, if the question is, okay, I got this side with this side, I got this side with this side, which angles have to be congruent so that side angle side works? You would have to say angle R has to be congruent to which one? Angle what? U. Right? So I recommend that you highlight them and that you see the included angle. Okay, we'll do some more problems in the next video.